What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your man, Seth here. Are you sick and tired of the ESPN articles like me about how every team is gonna go 12 and 4 or 13 and 3 or some shit? I ain't about that. I'm gonna tell how it really is. I'm a true NFL fan. As you can see in the background, however, I'm a Bears fan. There is some bias in this. So, without further ado, let's start. So, first, the Eagles. We'll do the NFC East first. The Eagles. Alright, so Cody Kessler got hurt, so I think that they are going to be without a few quarterbacks to start the year. Wentz has proven to not be healthy. Okay, he has proven to not be healthy and not to make a whole season already. So, however, that being said, Washington sucks. I have them winning at Washington. It's home. They start off with a home game, so I think they'll win that fine. Then they play Atlanta next. So Atlanta, it may be a high scoring game. Atlanta's defense is still suspect, but their offense is good. Matt Ryan, Julio, it's one of the best combinations in the league. However, I think they will lose that one. Then they go to Detroit. Detroit sucks. They'll beat Detroit. They will lose to Green Bay, and they will win against the Jets because the Jets suck. The Eagles lost a couple guys in their D line, but I still think that their D line isn't able enough to overcome the Jets' 25th ranked O line last year. So Minnesota they play. That's a L. Minnesota is still pretty good. Their offense is a lot better, I feel, because Dalvin Cook's healthy. You got Thielen, you got Stephon Diggs, you got Diggs. So I think that they will lose to them. Then they go to Dallas. Now Dallas will beat them, I think, at home. And then they come back. They play Buffalo. They play the Bears next week. Bears are gonna get you back on that one. Sorry about that. They're gonna lose to New England. They're gonna lose to Seattle. New England and Seattle are two really good teams that I just think they cannot beat. And then the three next games they're gonna win. They play Miami, New York, home for a division game, and then Washington away. Now, those division games, I know they're divisional, but Washington and the Giants are really just not good. They're just not good. And then they're home at Dallas. I think Dallas might squeak that one out, and then they go to New York away for an away divisional. I think that they will win that. They will finish the season at 8-8. I really do not like this division. I hate the NFC East, to be honest with you. Last year, the Cowboys finished 10-6, and they won their division. And people will say, that's not a, we have a strong division. Two of our teams went to the playoffs. Blah blah blah. Listen, 10-6 at winning your division is not a good division. Okay, the Bears were 12-4. Another team was 12-4 probably. I don't really remember really, but that's beside the point. That's not a strong division winning it with only 10 wins. Next we have the Cowboys. Now, Ezekiel Elliott may or may not come back this year. So, who knows? He apparently has left Cabo, is returning to Dallas before Dallas goes to play their game in Hawaii. So, if they have Zeke, they can squeak out a few wins. Otherwise, they would lose. But if they don't, Amari Cooper hurt his foot, and Dak is a below-average quarterback. Dak, I'm calling you out, buddy. Dak is a below-average quarterback, and I do not think he can get it done. They have a good O-line, but aside from that, I just don't trust any of their other offensive guys. They lost Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley, he was mediocre. He was average, but he was still good enough to get you some catches occasionally, So anyway, without further ado, New York. They start off the season playing New York at home. That's a win. They go away to Washington. That's a win. Washington's like a high school team. They play Miami. That's a win. Start off the season 3-0. They start strong. Then they play New Orleans. New Orleans is fucking pissed from what happened last year, and I am too. Fucking Rams. Goddamn refs. Anyway, they lose to New Orleans. They lose to Green Bay because Green Bay, that's starting to get in October. It's kind of getting a little chilly. Then they're a dome team, so I think they will lose that. Then they play the Jets. Jets suck. They'll win there. They play away the next two games, Philly and New York. Now, excuse me. They play Philly and New York. Now, I think they will lose at Philly but win at New York because, A, it's going to be cold in Philly, and New York, I know it's going to be cold there. I don't know if they have a dome or not. I really don't care about MetLife, but I think that they will beat New York because New York is kind of really struggling. They won't move on from Eli. Eli is below average quarterback. I think that they should move on from him. So, all right. Now, then they play. After that, they play Minnesota. They will lose against Minnesota. And then they play Detroit. They will win. But the next 3 games, it's kind of going to kill their season. They will be playing New England, Chicago, and the Rams. Those are 3 L's in a row, my friends. Those are 3 L's in a row. And then they play Philly and Washington away at home and at home. They will squeak out those 2 last games. They'll finish 8-8. Once again, these records are not in order. Like if I have a team losing against another one and then the next team I will have winning against that team that they were supposed to lose against, or vice versa. That's just me going based off their schedule and whether or not I can think they can win that game. So that has nothing to do with, I'm not keeping track of if they're going to beat it. On the next team I'm going to have them win it. So the Giants. Now the Giants, I think the Giants may surprise some people this year, but they're going to overall suck. They will lose at Dallas, like I said earlier. The next 3 games, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Washington, they're going to win. Those teams are bad. I know Tampa Bay has Bruce Arians, but still, Jameis Winston, I don't trust him. The next 2 games, they have Minnesota and New England. I think they're going to lose those 2, and then they go to Arizona. They're going to win that one, or Arizona comes there. I don't know. I don't care. But they're going to beat Arizona because we already saw it. Murray got some pressure from the Raiders in the preseason, and he had a brain fart, and he can't play under pressure. So I think they're going to beat Arizona. Detroit and Dallas, they are going to lose against. Dallas is at home, I know, but still, Dallas may beat them. The Jets, they're going to beat. Jets suck. Chicago, Green Bay, they're going to lose. Sorry, I'm a Bears fan here, but we're going to come back with a vengeance on that one. Philly, away, they're going to win that one. But Miami, they're going to lose just because why not? Washington, I think Washington they will beat. And then Philly at home, let's close the season out, they will lose. So I have them finishing at 7-9. Snyder needs to go. Now, the Redskins, the high school team, the short bus people. Now, they will start the season by going off 0-3. They will lose to Philly, lose to Dallas, and lose to Chicago. The Bears are going to crush them. Go Bears. Bear down. New York, I think they will beat because why not? This division sucks. New England, they're going to lose to, obviously. Miami and San Fran, I think they can beat. They're not those two teams aren't really good. Minnesota, I think they're going to lose against. And then Buffalo and the Jets, I think that they can beat. Once again, Jets suck. The NFC East is not a difficult division. I think that the last 20 years, the Patriots have won it 18 out of 20 times or some shit like that. Some outrageous number. Anyway, they play Carolina. They will lose because I think Cam Newton will be a lot better this year with his shoulder surgery in the offseason. And then they play Green Bay. Now, they beat Green Bay at Washington last year. I think they're going to come back with another vengeance run here, and they're going to beat Green Bay, even though I think it is at Green Bay. So I think they will beat them. So, and then the last 3 games though, they play Philly, New York, and Dallas. Those 3 they're going to lose. They're going to lose to those teams. So they're going to finish 6-10. No one wins the division. Everyone loses. This division sucks. In all seriousness, though, I think that either the Cowboys, if they can get Zeke back, they may squeak out another division title here. But aside from that, I think the Eagles can take it away if they cannot afford to sign Ezekiel Elliott. So we will see. And sorry for the mistakes here. It's my first video, and I'm recording off my iPhone. So, any comments, feel free to leave them, and I will update you guys in a couple days with another video about another division. So, all right, see you guys soon.